Welcome to Save Our Golf Podcast. Eric's here. I'm just introing it just in case.
I'm here.
And I know you are somehow, some way, but we got you here. We're also joined with the one and only Greg, as always, from the Pinehurst Six.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on? It's been about a year, not even, but here we are again.
Absolutely. I got the video to work this time too, so we're already off to a better start.
Yeah, and you have a fancy microphone like Derek and I have. I think you have the same one as we do.
Yeah, so my wife started a podcast with her best friend, got 2 episodes in and quit. So now I just have a great podcast mic. It works.
Well, it's good to have you. So the Pinehurst 6, which is now the Pinehurst 12 right now. Is that where we're at right now?
We got 10 again this year.
10 again? Okay.
Yeah. We had one guy drop out and a couple guys just not be able to make it this year. We should have 12 next year, but 10 again this year.
And that's coming up this weekend or next weekend?
We leave tomorrow, man. Yeah, we leave tomorrow. Golf starts Thursday.
You got to keep up with his Instagram stories. He's been counting down.
I know. I was actually just looking at your earlier today, your player cards and your Justin Hill card. I didn't realize how obsessed you are with Justin Hill.
I had to come in hot. I was excited.
You think you can beat him? You cannot beat him, okay? You can't beat him. He's a 9.9 handicap. You just can't beat him, all right?
Yeah. You know how the internet works, man. A lot of people like to talk shit. So I just had to fire it back whenever I can.
I love it. No. So yeah, tell us. I know you've got to be your Dom. Is this our number one guess as far as episode wise? As far as how many episodes they've been on? It's got to be 3, right? 3 or 4.
I think this one's 4.
I'm pretty sure this is.
I don't think you're on the. Stop talking.
I don't think so. What?
Stop talking.
Oh, okay. It's that delayed because there was nothing going on when I was talking, so I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, so this is, I think, the 4th time. I don't think you were here for the 3rd one. I think that was one of the first solo ones I had to do. So
I couldn't remember if that was the 2nd time I was on or the 3rd time I was on. So I didn't.
No, because there's been 2 with Derek, where one of them, where we've had 2 of them with more than just you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those ones are always fun to have, obviously the group of guys and everything. Yeah, I think this is definitely. I think this is 4.
You get a back.
If we're doing that in numbers, then I am the number 1 host because by episodes it's been me.
We got your guest host back today.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about the Pinehurst 6. I know we've talked about plenty of times, but you're starting tomorrow. So how many rounds of golf are you guys playing? Talk about the different types of tournament player, however you're going to play that. I know you're going to play Tobacco Road at the end of the trip, and you played it before, and that's one of my bucket list courses for sure. So can you give us a little lay of the land on the whole layout?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you do a rundown of the courses as well, in order? Figured you would, but I just wanted to clear it up.
Yeah, definitely. So we've got 3 new courses this year that none of us have ever played, which is going to be a lot of fun. In years past, we've added maybe 1 new course. So 3 new courses is going to be a blast. We'll be playing 6 rounds in 4 days. So we'll drive down tomorrow. And then on Thursday morning, we'll head to Pine Wild Golf Club. They've got 36 holes there. So we're playing the Holly course in the morning and then Magnolia course in the afternoon. So I guess Holly is shorter but has more water, and Magnolia is longer and has more sand. The Magnolia course at Pine Wild has hosted US Open qualifiers. So it's probably going to eat my lunch, but it'll be fun. So yeah, that's 36 on Thursday. And then Friday morning, we wake up when we go to Mid-South, which is the Arnold Palmer course down there. That's one of our favorites. Their clubhouse is fantastic. And then we go to Pine Needles in the afternoon on Friday. Pine Needles, the U.S. Women's Open was there last year.
Mm-hmm.
This will be the 3rd time we play it. We love it out there. It's fantastic. And then Saturday afternoon, we're playing at Deercroft, and then the guys are going to play the Cradle, the par 3 at at the resort, just as like a fun nightcap round, just drinks in hand and have a good time. And then Sunday morning we play Tobacco Road. The winner of the Mink is announced, and we head home. A little caveat this year, I've got a wedding in New York on Saturday. So I'm actually missing Saturday's round. I'm flying out Friday night and flying back in Sunday morning for Tobacco Road. So everyone gets to throw out their worst round of the first 5 besides me. I just have to count all 4 and then play Tobacco Road. But everyone else gets to throw one out. So a little bit of a disadvantage on my part, but it's only fair because everyone else is also playing more golf than me. So
it must be a hell of a wedding for you to leave the trip to come back. You know what I mean? Because depending whose wedding it was, I'd just be like, no, I can't go.
Yeah, it's one of my best friends from college. I'm in the wedding, so I feel like I can't just be like, nah, man, can't make it. So yeah.
I guess being in the wedding is different. Like, I was the best man in my friend's wedding. I don't think I could be like, LOL, JK, I'm leaving.
You were the bestest mensch.
Zoom me in for the speech. I'll do it. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I wish they would have done that. It would have been way better, and I would have been way more comfortable in it versus making me stand up and give me a microphone, especially without any alcohol.
Yeah. I mean, speeches require alcohol. I don't know about you, but.
Well, my issue is, this is really off topic at this point, but the best man speech is designed to suck, right? Because then it's always followed up by the maid of honor speech, which is always 10 times better. So in my case, there's a lot of stuff that he told me not to say. And I was like, well, those are all the good stuff that we've done. And he goes, don't talk about it because I'm getting married. And I was like, well, this is going to blow. So basically talk about so basically I was like, you're a great friend. You made college easier for me, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for being who you are. And let's have a blast tonight. Meanwhile, the maid of honor speech is like, yeah, she laughed so hard she peed on me. And I'm like, well, I can't top that. What am I supposed to do? I was set up to fail.
Did you think about doing it though?
No. Never again.
No, I mean, you actually mentioned it when he was like, you can't things to cross your mind of you really kind of wanted to a little bit.
Oh yeah. We were ice fishing one year, and when he drinks, he turns like the beer monster. So basically we put the
tank.
So we put his case of beer outside, and I just hear Dom, and I'm in my house, and I'm like, what do you want? And he goes, beer monster needs beer, and he just shoves his hand out the zipper of the door, and I'm like, okay, fine. Couldn't talk about that. And then we went turkey hunting one time, and I say turkey hunting very loosely because we hunted for 2.5 hours and then went in and started to drink and eat in the woods. And one of my buddies had his little vape pen with weed in it. So he takes a hit, and then he's like, I don't think it's working. And then 10 minutes later, he's looking up and just goes, whoa. I'm like,
yeah, famous last words.
I know. I was like, this is going to be great. And then he goes, don't tell the wife. And I was like, damn it.
Speaking of vaping and marijuana, happy National August Day. It's legal now here in Minnesota. Not that I smoke marijuana, but if you want to, you can in Minnesota. So that's one place today. So
no, I was unaware of that, but yeah, awesome.
Yep.
I didn't know
we can grow up to 2 pounds of marijuana if we want around the house.
Wow. Eric's balcony is just gonna have plants all over it.
Yeah, this is like my head here on our coffee table. It's gonna be a marijuana plant.
That's a cash cow, man. Just start growing. You're allowed to now.
Yeah, exactly.
Look like Medusa's head just growing out.
Yeah, it branches off into this huge 4-foot plant. All right, enough about me, but more about the trip here. So, are you flying into Are you flying in originally? I know you're talking when you're flying out and then flying back in. Are you driving or are you gonna fly out originally?
No, we're driving down there. So
Okay.
yeah. So driving down tomorrow. It's only like a 6.5 hour drive. It's not too bad.
No, it's not bad.
Yeah. We'll be down by like 3 or 4. Be able to relax a little bit and then head to dinner. So yeah, it'll be a good time.
So I've been
So
thinking.
who do you think? Sorry.
I've been thinking all day. I think one of these years you need to like establish like a loser dare.
Oh, dude, we're doing that this year. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
I've been brainstorming. I've been brainstorming because it is fantasy football season. I think the loser should have to do karaoke, but the winner gets to pick the song. Or the winner gets to kick somebody out of the league every year.
Ooh, that'd be high stakes.
You know what I mean? Because it would like drum up the drama. Obviously, that person's not gone forever, but you know, maybe they're just gone for one of the tournaments and then they come back next year. That or the loser has to, obviously a little bit more golf theme would be like dress up in something funny and then go jump into one of the ponds on the courses.
Like that.
Yeah. So the kicking someone off the trip, that would create a little bit too much bad blood, I think. We want to, keep it off on board here. But yeah, so Matt Humps lost last year. He finished in last. This is obviously the first year that we're doing any punishments. But on the first tee at Pine Wild Holly, he's teeing off in a bikini. And and then Thursday night, we already scoped it out. We're like, all right, Dugan's has karaoke on Thursday night. So we're going to Dugan's on Thursday night, and he's got to sing a song that we all picked for him. So, Man, I Feel Like a Woman or something like that is coming, and it's going to be great.
Shania Twain action.
Oh, yeah.
What about
would be good.
Yeah. There you go. What about a Pinehurst Six tattoo for loser?
Oh, that'd be
logo.
So we've talked about if someone gets a hole in one on the trip, we've all got to get tattoos.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, for a loser, just get a nice little ass tat of the Pinehurst Six logo. That'd be pretty funny.
I could do one even better. Instead of on the ass, you could do it around the belly button.
That's just like the center of the 6. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
it would,
because then it's more visible,
compact every years. Yeah.
So, who do you think legitimately is going to win, and who do you see like legitimately losing this tournament?
Ooh, so my pick to win is going to be Mark. So Mark last year was 6 or 7 handicap, and he's been playing pretty bad golf for his standards going up to the trip. So I think he's a 10.2 handicap going in. But obviously he's got 6 handicap in him. So he's my pick to win. All he's got to do is get back in form and he'll be good to go. To lose, oh man, I mean, I don't know. It probably won't be Humps again because he'll be pissed enough with all these with us just picking on him that he won't want to lose again. Man, I don't know. I'm gonna go 2.0. He's always middle of the pack, but I'm just gonna throw him out to lose because it's always fun to pick on him. So
I love the loser dare like that. To me, it like adds like another stake to this, and it's like you're all buddies. So like it should be something fun, but like, God, the bikini's brutal.
Yeah, we told him he can take it off and put his polo on after the first tee shot, but first tee shot he's got to hit it.
It should be like the first hole he has to play it.
First hole would be, yeah. We might talk him up to first hole tomorrow night.
Did you guys pick out the bikini, or did he get to pick it out?
No, he got to pick it out, which was nice. I think he's just taking one of his girlfriend's bikinis and bringing it along. So
I'd get like a sparkly one.
I should get a custom one with the logo, the Pinehurst Six logo on it. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
So I've been thinking about that literally all day.
The dare.
Yeah, I was like, I've been thinking about it all day. So I'm so happy you're doing one because it makes me feel less bad.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. Matt was pissed about the karaoke on top of the bikini, and he was like, I'll remember this, Gregory, so I can't lose because it's going to be like 5 punishments next year if I lose.
Well, yeah, just don't lose again.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when you're being chased by a bear. You just don't want to be the one in last.
Exactly. You don't have to be the best. Just you got to beat one person.
You just don't got to be the worst.
Yeah. Right.
All right, Derek.
How do you guys decide on? No, it's okay. I'm probably a little behind on you guys. So, but how do you guys decide on the like the bikini thing, for example? Do you guys like do like a conference call and you figure out like what it was going to be and like just all agree on it?
Yeah, we had a lot of different like ideas, and it was basically which one was the least brutal. My idea was the loser had to go to an open mic night at a comedy club and do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy. And
that would be sick.
Yeah. And everyone was like, absolutely not. Like, I would be thinking about that Saturday night. Like, I cannot shit the bed tomorrow, or I've got to do that. Like, obviously, public speaking is people's like worst fear, right? So, and then trying to be funny while doing it in front of your friends who are filming and putting it on Instagram, it would be brutal. But yeah, so we had a bunch of ideas, and it was basically, with what was, acceptable and doable, and kind of what Matt was comfortable doing. So Matt was comfortable with the bikini and with the karaoke. So it was like, all right, let's do those. Call it a day.
So for the open mic, I've heard of this, and I've seen it in, like I said, it's fantasy football season. So they have to do the open mic, but then the other, like the winners get to write the jokes.
Oh my gosh.
So that would put another element in it. And then I could picture me coming in last. And like, I don't really mind talking in front of people. It's more or less, I would just do it casually and then not really be funny. But I know I could see my buddies in the front row just like put their phones up like, man, Dom's crushing it. And then it's like, if they're laughing, I'll laugh and just lose everything.
Yep.
But yeah, I've heard it to where it's like the stand up, but the winners write the jokes for the loser.
Yeah, that'd be brutal. I mean, have you seen that SNL skit where they do that with Michael Che and I forget the other guy's name.
Scarlett Johansson's wife, or Scarlett Johansson's husband.
Yeah, and it's always
Colin Jost.
Yep, Colin Jost. Yeah, it's always brutal, but it's
love those too.
Yeah,
I think it takes a true like friendship and bond to be able to do that, because obviously we know that they're doing it for jokes and it's SNL. I love those.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I love it.
Oh,
it also got to be like for Matt though. He's got to like kind of figure. He's the one getting he took last place, right? So like now he's got. Did he get like a opportunity to veto pretty much everything? I mean, you guys gave him the opportunity to kind of like shut down most of them, because it kind of sucks for him being last, and then now he's kind of the guinea pig for the first start of, you know what I mean, a new tradition potentially.
Yeah. He tried to shut down karaoke too. He was like, I thought it was just one punishment. It was like, at a certain point, man, you don't get to decide your own punishment. Like, we let you veto a couple, but now it's up to us. Like, you had your say and we respected it, but you can't just be like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, if you punish your kids and they're like, no, I don't want to do that, what you're like, too bad, so it's a punishment at the end of the day. Yeah.
True. I like Tom's idea though, when he talked about how like you guys lose a member for that year, and then like whoever fills in for that year, they have to like do a face off to get back in for the next year.
Oh gosh. Yeah, that'd
be pretty wild.
That would create some rivalries. I mean, people would be at each other's throat.
Have you ever seen the show The League?
Oh yeah. Yep.
You should do the Shiva.
Shiva.
the Sacco punishments. Those were pretty ridiculous on that show.
Oh, I love that one, especially like pocket dog. That always stuck out to me. It wasn't a punishment, but I just like the idea of Rafi having a pocket dog on him at all times.
I forgot about that show. It's a good show.
Well, the ultimate Sacco punishment was Taco naming the dude's youngest son.
Mm-hmm.
He names him like Batman Chalupa.
Wasn't it like Batman Chalupa Supreme or something?
Yeah. They just call him BC, and they're like, no, his name's Batman Chalupa. You must call him by his birth name.
Wasn't there one where they did a trade as she was giving birth too?
Oh gosh, probably.
And like he traded naming rights for like the first round pick or like the first overall pick.
Yes, that's what it was. He traded the naming rights to Taco. So he thought it was going to be somebody else, and he's like, nope, I'm trading the naming rights.
So are you like all giddy like the first day of school? Like you got all your clothes packed up, you got all your outfits all figured out?
Are you packed yet?
I have not packed yet. I need to pack.
What?
I've got all my outfits laid out on the spare bedroom though. So at least basically
that counts.
Yeah.
Sure.
All I gotta do is
how many Sure. How many golf shoes are you bringing?
Shirts or shoes? Shoes. I'm bringing 5 pairs of golf shoes. I've got a different pair of shoes for every outfit. I went full Dom on this trip.
I was just gonna say, what do you think what would be the number of shoes that Dom would bring on a trip like this? How many different pairs of golf shoes?
Oh, Dom,
I mean, you're gonna play at least 5 rounds, so he's gotta probably have at least 5 pair. But I'd probably say 5 to 7.
Yeah, five or 6. I would say Dom would bring. I mean, Dom can chime in here, but I think he's a plan the outfit around the kicks kind of guy.
So the only reason I didn't bring that many when we played in California was just because we already had 2 check bags, essentially. I didn't want to, I was like, I could sacrifice clothes for shoes. And I'm like, yeah, but what if it like hurricanes and I want more clothes? I'm like, well, then I'm going to sacrifice the shoes for the clothes. I think I brought 2-3 pairs of golf shoes and then like Crocs and then normal shoes. So I brought 4 pairs. Which is
to your defense, though. We didn't really play like a lot of golf, though. Like we didn't have a lot of rounds booked up. I mean, we played golf, but you know what I mean. Like we didn't have like 5 rounds like booked up, so it makes sense.
Also, in my defense, I had to ship one back home.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's a big shipping cost.
Well, we had it factored in to all of our costs, so it was like. Jordan's like, hey, there's extra money. I was like, here's a box of stuff I want to ship back. Ship it home, please. And I felt bad because half the box was like bags of corn nuts, my podcast microphone, and then shoes.
Dude, those corn nuts were slap. Dude, those corn nuts slap, man. They were so good.
That's awesome.
My teeth didn't agree with them, but they taste good.
It tasted fantastic.
Would you ever do custom shoes for this?
Ooh, yeah, I gotta get with a leaderboard with that.
I'm looking at my custom pair right now.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. I would love to get some custom shoes for it. That'd be great.
I'm gonna grab them.
But Dom, I didn't even think about like all the other shoes I'm bringing. So I've got that wedding to go to. So I've got to bring wedding shoes, and then I'm just wearing normal shoes. I'll probably just wear 1 pair of like normal shoes. Normally I bring like 2 or 3 pair just to like go out in, but I'll probably just cut that down to 1. So I only have 7 pairs of shoes with me on this.
Yeah, you gotta get with leaderboard, dude.
Yeah, dude. Those are sick.
We got the Bay Area on the back.
And the taco.
San Francisco. We got FTTB all over it.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, these are sick. And each shoe is a little bit different. So like they don't quite match. That's the golf course logo, and then that one has this LBC branding. These crushed.
Dude, yeah, those are sick.
Everyone's like, where'd you get those? I was like, you can't get these.
Right. The white AJ ones are just like they're a perfect canvas to just do whatever you want.
Well, and Luke removed a whole swoosh on the inside of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Luke killed it, and I went with the mismatched laces just because I thought it was a kind of a fun look. Shout out Luke, obviously. He got Masters ticket.
He got Masters tickets.
I know.
Yeah,
Screw
he
him.
did.
Yeah.
No. After the year he's had, he deserves it.
Yeah. Did you ever ask him how many were you interested in like how long like it took him to make those? Like, from like start to finish, did you ask him how many hours?
No, but I could. But I was involved with every step along the way, which was really cool.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do it, definitely go with Luke because he'll like break it down. He set up like a meeting, and I was like, we really don't have to do this, but he wanted to set up a meeting. Yeah, you could do like all the courses, names on it, and be kind of fun. And he's not super expensive either, which is nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Next year is our 10th year going on the trip.
Oh, you got to do custom shoes then.
Yeah. And the US Open is at Pinehurst #2. So we're going down there for that weekend, going to the US Open. So that'd be the time to do it for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. Luke's pretty quick too.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was just saying, Greg, I forgot to tell you, I have a putter cover for you.
A putter cover?
Cincinnati Bengals. It's a Cincinnati Bengals putter cover from Sneakerhead Co. I bought like 10 of them, and it was back during Christmas, and it was like you basically paid X amount of dollars, and they'd send you 10 random ones, and there's a Cincinnati Bengals one that came in, so I was gonna send that to you.
Dude, yeah, that's awesome. Love it.
Yeah, but I was gonna say you should wear your golf shoes to the wedding.
So, leaving the wedding is going to be interesting. Because I'm basically heading straight from the reception to the subway to JFK to fly out. Because like my flight leaves at 8 a.m. and I'm not going to risk missing it. So yeah, I'm going to be that crazy guy on the subway at 2 a.m. It's going to be a good time. But yeah, I'm planning on just packing, my outfit that I'm going to wear at Tobacco Road and just wear that on the plane. So I might look a little strange, but it'll get the job done.
I mean, you clearly didn't see how we flew to California with me and my crazy socks and weird Crocs on.
I think I did see that now that you mention
it. There's, I mean, you look okay. I mean, I got on the plane and nobody batted an eye, and I was like, I feel out of place.
I'll look put together at least, yeah.
Just got to document it on Instagram stories. I plan on seeing plenty of stories.
Oh, absolutely. We'll have a bunch of stories, bunch of videos out. It'll be a good time.
So the real question is, are you going to be able to? I mean, we obviously, me and Dom have even discussed it with Big George, but we obviously plan on trying to do another event next year. And you weren't there, which I totally understand. But are you going to plan on making the next one?
I want to.
Absolutely. I should clarify. I had like a 25-minute call with Jordan yesterday.
Yeah.
We may or may not have picked the location without Derek. Obviously, it's still up to vote, but we may or may not have picked it because Jordan and I are both kind of sold on a destination. So Derek, we're going to have to talk about it because chances are you're probably sold too. But
all right,
we'll have to talk about it. But yeah, so we haven't even started formally like talking about it yet. But Jordan and I kind of got off track after my meeting yesterday, and I'm not going to say anything yet. But like, Greg, if you don't come, he'll be upset because this one's going to be sweet.
Yeah, man, I gotta find out a way to make it. Hopefully we can get a team together and have a couple guys head out.
You could honestly do what I just told you to do the first time. Just sneak out.
Just sneak out. Just drive. Out. Just start driving.
Just ask for forgiveness later, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's coming from the guy who's married.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, honey, all those frequent flyer miles I told you I was racking up, they're gone. Don't ask
Yeah,
questions.
they're gone. We're going on a trip, but it's just
Right.
not me and you. Well, you can see that's the thing though. Like you could take her and just book a little spot for her, and then you'd be on your way. It's not, you know what I mean. You do your day trip with hanging with the boys, and then she could even come with. She could even be we could have we're gonna have ropes. We're gonna have roped it off for all of our fans and all of our. No, I'm just kidding. But you get what I'm saying. You can bring her out to go do something.
Yeah, absolutely. She likes to ride around in the cart and just read a book every once in a while. So at the very least, she could do that.
Yeah, we gotta get you out there because we had a blast meeting everyone. So we're excited for that.
Man, I know I told you guys this, but I feel like I missed like a family reunion of sorts. Like it's
kind of what it was.
So
really, yeah.
I was like doing stuff in the morning to just like put the flags up and everything, and I just keep hearing, "Where's Dom? Where's they'll introduce themselves to Derek and Jordan, and then they're just like, "Where's Dom?" And I'm like hiding, putting flags up, just trying to get this done, and the people are just coming to me, "Dom!" I'm like, "Oh my god, leave me alone!" And then I did tequila shot right away, and then I was like, "Okay, it's party time."
Yep, time to talk to everybody.
Yeah, Dom, the freaking he unleashed out of the cage, man. He was like a animal out. No, I'm just kidding. He wasn't. He had a good time. Dom had a good time. I've never seen Dom drink like that. Not that he drank like a lot, but Dom was feeling good, man. He was feeling good.
I mean,
but he was under control. It was all good.
Who was that?
But you weren't like out of control. We're like, dude, we're gonna like hangover style. We're gonna find him in a mattress on top of a roof. He wasn't like that.
I talked people into following me to Taco Bell, not knowing where Taco Bell was.
That's what you did.
That's a very Dom
Every picture
story.
that we took.
No, I'm going to Taco Bell.
You know what the crazy part is? Like the crazy part is, it's not that I talked people into it. It's the fact that everyone else thought it was a good idea for me to lead this. Not being a local, not knowing the area, just like, let's go. I guess some guy showed us where it was, and we were like, God, that's not sketchy.
Yeah, Taco Bells are never sketchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
especially that time.
It's a Taco Bell cantina, so they serve alcohol.
So even less sketchy is what you're telling me.
Yeah, so I had my tacos, and then I got a slushie with rum in it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
If you're gonna go to Taco Bell at like 2 a.m., that's how you got to do it.
I don't even think it was midnight yet, because we were all clubbing.
No.
Oh. Okay.
It was like probably like 11 o'clock. It was funny. Like every picture that we found with Dom, like Dom's face, he's like grinning from like ear to ear, and he's like, "Why?" He's like, "What am I even smiling?" Yeah, like he was like, "Dude, Dom, you were just in your element, man. You're just shown."
Yeah, there's one picture, and I'm like, "Why am I smiling?" And then I look over, I'm like, "Why is Patricia hanging on for dear life?" And then there's Beard just doing whatever Beard's doing. And I was like, what am I being the most put together one? Like, what does that have to say? Because I remember Brian's like, Dom, you got to come check out the bathroom. And I was like, okay, I can go pee. So we're in the bathroom, and he goes, this isn't the fun part. I said, good, because this is really lame. He goes, follow me. And somehow in this Irish pub, we walked up the stairs, and then it like opens up, and I'm like, whoa, it's like classic music thing. I'm like, I don't belong here. And the woman kind of taking people's cards, she's like, yeah, you guys really don't. So Brian and I laughed and then ran back down the stairs.
Dude, Brian took me up there too. He's like, dude, you got to check this out. But like, it's not like probably a good opening line. Like, dude, you got to check out this bathroom with me. This doesn't really go out wrong.
Well, at that point, I was like, I don't think I peed yet. And that was after a margarita. And then I don't know how many high noons people kept giving me. And I'm like, I should probably go pee. And then we ended up drinking all the high noons from that place. And then we went to the next place. I'm like, high noon, please. And the bartender's like, we don't have those. I was like, what's the same but different? And he goes, Topo Chico. I was like, oh, Topo Chico, please.
The Topo Chicos are good.
That was a good time. Yeah, they are.
That sounds
speaking of like reunion.
That sounds
sorry.
fantastic.
I was gonna say that.
Just a bar inside of a bathroom. Like, why would you think to even put a bar like opening there? I don't know.
So it was weird, but it was definitely cool. But just to like quickly touch on like the old reunion thing, like I think especially Beard. I mean, everyone it felt like that, but like Beard, like it just felt like he was like your long lost like buddy that you knew growing up, and you just haven't seen him in like 8 to 10 years. That's how it felt like with Beard, especially. But everyone was so cool. It was a blast. So you definitely got to make your way out to the next one. Is there anything else you can think of like off the top, Dom, as far as that you maybe wanted to discuss? I know we kind of talked more about our event rather than your guys' event. But
so actually, the funny part is you mentioned how Beard's like the long lost brother for everybody. Greg, Beard, and I are in like a group chat, and like I'll like put my phone down for like 40 minutes, and then they'll have like a full blown discussion, and I come back to it, and I was like, wow, this must be how like people feel in the group chat when it's like me and Derek or whoever. That's probably how Ralph feels, because he always puts his phone down and then we go nuts in the chat, and then he's always like the last one there other than Luke. Oh god, Luke was a blast too.
Dude,
did Brian tell you that he woke up to Luke naked?
Yep. Doesn't surprise me. That guy's just electric, man. That guy's hilarious.
So Luke didn't tell anybody that he sleeps naked, and this man is like 6'3", 6'4", jacked.
He's
tattoos.
Jacked. Yeah.
And we put him on the bottom bunk because we thought that'd be funny. So we have Brian from Duffin' Up top, and Luke wakes up, stretches, and Brian just kind of looks up and goes, "What?" Oh man. No, the big thing I wanted to talk about was the new courses. One thing I did want to ask, what's their criteria for introducing the new course? Obviously it has to be voted upon and within the area, but are there courses that you guys just like won't go to, that don't make the cut ever? Maybe that it's on the list that you're hoping to pass one day?
The only course that we will never go back to is Foxfire. It's like a running joke in our group chat that every time anyone mentions Foxfire, we just all yell "fuck Foxfire" as loud as we can. That course, we're playing 36 a day. Sometimes you're cutting that second tee time. You're, jamming lunch down your throat, just trying to get to that second tee time on time. And normally we get there like 10, 15 minutes early. And we're like, okay, good. We're here. We're checked in. We can like hit a couple putts and go to the first tee. So we show up to Foxfire like 15 minutes early, and we get to the front, and they're like, "Oh, we almost gave your tee time away." I'm like, what? What do you mean? He's like, "Yeah, we almost gave it away. We didn't think you guys were showing up." I mean, I know we're not super early, but we're 15 minutes early. Like that's you shouldn't have even been thinking about giving our tee times away at that point. And then down there, like, to be fair, down there, everyone is just so super nice. Like all the starters are very informative, very nice. And the starter at Foxfire was rude as hell, was like telling us to hit already when there are people in the fairways. Like, we can reach them. There's no way you can reach them. It's like, okay. I mean, you've never seen a swing, but cool. Yeah, no way. So it just all added up to like, we're never going back to that place. But every other course in the area, like we want to play as many of them as we can. So there's not much of a criteria. We do look it up because we're not going to go to like, a shitty course down there when there's so many good ones. But other than that, yeah, man, we're just trying to play as many courses down there as we can.
At this point, you're just like a local,
Yeah, pretty much.
There's Greg again.
It's kind of how it felt like when we were leaving California. It just kind of felt like we were locals, like San Jose or Sunnyvale, with all the time we spent there. I own a Giants hat now, so like I feel like a local.
Nice. You're a fan.
I was a fan because
I was property over there too. So yeah, it's like, I actually have a question for you. Is out of all the courses you've played And I'm assuming after you played, you might have had some food or some drinks or anything like that at the clubhouses. What has been your favorite meal at a golf course there?
Favorite meal at a golf course. Man. So a couple years ago, we showed up to Mid-South. That's the Arnold Palmer course down there. Showed up to Mid-South. And it was a torrential downpour. It was actually Hurricane Ike blowing through. So there was an actual hurricane going on outside, and we had already paid for the round with like our package. So we showed up and we're like, all right, like, let's just see what they'll do for us. And they're like, nope, course is open. Go ahead and go out there and play if you want. we're not playing in this. So we ate 2 meals in the clubhouse, just waiting it out. Ended up playing at like 2. But so we were there from 8 a.m. until 2, just hanging out. But the breakfast sandwich that they had that day was fantastic. I mean, it was freshly made. It was hot. It was just like fried egg, bacon, tomato, mayonnaise. It was fantastic. Cheese. Their fries are really good. But then we went back last year and we're like, absolutely. Like we got there early enough that we're all ordering the breakfast sandwiches, and they're like, we're out of eggs. We got Jimmy Dean sandwiches we'll heat up for you though. And we're like, damn. Like, you think about it for a year, like we got to get back for that breakfast sandwich. And then they did that. So, it's hit or miss, but if you can get the breakfast sandwich at Mid-South, I highly recommend it.
I had a killer breakfast burrito at the Ocean Course at Half Moon Bay. And to this day, I'm still pissed off that I didn't buy 2 and like freeze dry 1. And
get it back home with you.
Yeah, I probably would have eaten it, but like it was so good. Otherwise, last summer, Derek and then 2 of my other buddies, we ended up kind of having like a little trip up by my cabin, and we had golf it was like lunch or dinner, one of the two at the Wilderness at Fortune Bay, and their food is always super good. I don't remember what I had, but I've had the walleye sandwich there before, and it is really good.
I'm not a big fish guy. I've heard that walleye is like really good, but
walleye is the fish.
I don't know, it's like a texture thing.
Walleye is the fish that fish people like, or that fish. So I can't word it. Walleye is for people who don't like fish, and then people will love it. Because my mom's the same way. My mom's not a big fish person, but she loves walleye.
I'll have to try it because I've been told the same thing about like tilapia and what was another one?
Tilapia is a little bit more fishy.
Yeah, there was another one that people were like, "Oh no, dude! If you cook it right, like you can't tell it's fish." It's like, yeah, I can tell it's fish. Yeah.
Oh no, walleye! You got like beer batter and then deep fry it and throw it on a sandwich with some lemon.
Ooh.
Could you imagine like referring or like just telling somebody like, hey, when you go to this golf course, make sure you get the breakfast sandwich, and then like they show up and it's a Jimmy Dean sandwich? Dude,
that's why I had to tell that story, because I don't want that to happen. Like, yeah,
right. Like, is that just a fluke? Are they out of it because they're $6 a dozen, or is this like a, moving forward, it's Jimmy Dean's sandwiches,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they're never buying eggs again. They were out last year and they've just never bought them again. Yeah.
Well, and that's why I want to talk about the breakfast burrito, because like for what we paid to play that damn course, I went in this thinking, I was like, if this burrito sucks, I will be pissed, because we just paid like $400 to play the Ocean Course, and I was like, this better not suck.
Yeah, you better have some good food at those prices, though.
It was good. Yeah, course was worth it too. I'd pay it again.
Nice. Yeah, those kind of courses are just like, shut up and take my money. Like
yeah. Derek and I have been on like a bucket course binge the last like month and a half.
Yeah, we have. It also depends who you play with too. I mean, we had obviously Brian from Duffin Up, and then
Brendan
Beard. or Brennan, sorry. Brian met us there afterwards. Sorry. Yeah, Brennan. Over my head. But anyway, it really depends on who you're playing with, right? Like we had a great time. So, but yeah, we have kind of played some like bucket list course this year for us. Speaking of that though, not to interrupt, I was gonna say real quick, Dom. I saw in the news yesterday, Fortune Bay and what's the other one we played with your cabin?
Giants Ridge.
Yeah. So there's 3 courses that got ranked top 100 this year, public courses for golf digest. Those 2 made it, and then there was another course that I wasn't familiar with, which is weird because normally I know Fortune Bay always makes it, and so does Giants Ridge. But there's a different course that made it that I wasn't too familiar with, so I'll have to look into it. Maybe we'll play it. But
I drove by one that I really want to go play, but it's like an hour and a half away, and I don't know if I could talk somebody into going with me. It's the Albany Golf Club.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah,
I drove by it, and I almost got into an accident because I was like, "Oh, that's pretty." And I was like, focus.
What is Chevy Chase's name on like Christmas Vacation? All those guys. That's kind of what it reminds me of. You're just like daydreaming.
Yeah, Clark Griswold.
Clark Griswold. Yeah, Dom was pulling a Clark looking at Albany Golf Course.
I was like, "Oh, that's pretty." I'm like, "I wonder what that is." And then I saw somebody on the golf cart. I was like, "Oh." So then I'm like, "I wonder what it's called." So I'm still just looking. And then I drove by and I was like, "Oh, okay." And I'm like, "I gotta focus again." So then I'm just like, "Okay, I'm good to go."
What the hell are we doing out there?
What?
So
what the heck were you doing out there?
I like to do like little solo adventures when I'm not. I like just like me time. I like with my job. It's like I talk to so many people on a daily basis. So sometimes just like some peace and quiet and just driving is just kind of like a good reset for me.
Oh, like it.
And then I have to fill up my car, and I'm just like, well, this sucked.
Yeah, dang it, yes. I take that back. I have heard of that. It was the classic at Madden's Resort in on the Lake Rainier. That was the other course. So, but pretty cool. We played 2 out of the 3 top public courses in Minnesota, so that was kind of cool. I mean, you played it for a while now, but for me anyway.
Yeah, well, we could go play the other one.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll comp everything.
There we go. Greg, what's your top course out in Ohio where you're at? Or I should say what's your favorite course?
What about in Kentucky?
I don't play in Kentucky.
I played a course in Kentucky, but I can't remember what the name of it. It wasn't a very good course, but
you weren't there for the talk, Derek. It's okay.
Oh, okay. Well, my family's from Kentucky, so I guess I've been out there to play golf, but
gotcha. Yeah, we were talking about how Cincinnati claims like Northern Kentucky as their own, and Kentucky claims Cincinnati. But they also like shit on each other. Like if it's a bad thing, it's like, oh no, that's Kentucky. It's like, well, you claim part of Kentucky, so you got to claim all of it, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so I've got a course like 5 minutes from my house called Pipestone. That's like my go-to. I think it's a really nice course. My like hidden gem in the Dayton area is called Windy Knoll. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 19th Society, that page on Instagram, but they post some pretty funny videos. Yeah. So they had guys, they're from West Virginia. And they had a couple guys driving through for the Indy 500, and they were crossing through Dayton. So they contacted me like, hey, let's play some golf on our way through. So I took them to Windy Knoll. Me and my guy Mark played against them out there. And yeah, so that's like the hidden gem in Dayton that I like to take people to, because it's like, yeah, Dayton has nice courses too, kind of thing. But my favorite course down in the Pinehurst area is Talamore. And I'm kind of pissed this year because the U.S. Kids are having a tournament at Talamore. So they've got the whole course booked up for the week. So it's not a screw those kids situation, because obviously grow the game. We want to do that. But like, come on, you had to take kids. Talamore. Yeah.
Any other week would be okay.
Right. Yeah. Move your tournament. We're coming.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, we'll get back to Tullamore next year because that's my favorite, and a lot of the guys love that course as well. So I'm not alone on that one.
That's kind of how I felt like during our shindig. There was another tournament going on, and I was like, "We were here first. Move." And they were like, "No." I was like, "Move."
Oh man, that's funny.
I was looking up that Windy Knoll. Is that also like there's stables out there? Is that horse?
It used to be a horse farm, yeah, and then they converted it into a golf course, yeah.
Okay, I was kind of taking a peek. Nice. I'm always interested, like, to hear people's like course recommendations because there's so many courses like in every state, and some people are like, you look it up and like, oh no, you don't want to go there. You know what I mean? Kinda,
yeah.
Or like, yeah, you should check that out. It's a really good course. So I'm always curious.
Definitely.
Well, on my end, I hope you have a good trip. And you make your wedding. You're not I don't know if I heard you correctly. Are you the best man in the wedding, or is it just a buddy from college and you're just in the wedding?
Yeah, I'm just in the wedding. I'm not the best man. Okay. So yeah, groomsman.
Yep. Still a lot of work though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely a lot of work.
So.
Yeah,
thank you guys.
Bachelor party.
Oh yeah, bachelor party was a blast. We went down to Miami. So actually, that was the week of the shindig. Yeah.
See, you could have gotten super drunk in Miami and accidentally flown to California.
Talk about a hangover story. Yeah.
Wake up, like, where the hell am I? This is not Miami.
Yeah, Dom's just like, Greg?
Dude, get our address.
Right.
Got a high noon hand. Started in the morning.
We had so much alcohol that weekend that we had to leave it in the fridge of the Airbnb.
Nice. The next people that had that Airbnb love you guys.
I think the owner, Derek, didn't the owner give us like a really good review?
Yeah, they gave us a 5-star review. I sent him a message, but hey, there's plenty of alcohol in there for you. We didn't really get a chance to drink pretty much. I mean, we didn't really drink a lot of it or any of it, really. I think I had like 2 or 3 beers at the whole time in the Airbnb. And then, I mean, obviously Luke had his fair share of seltzers, but it wasn't like a crazy amount. We all had a fair amount, but it was like we had a full 12-pack of Modelo or Pacifico. I mean, we had plenty of the whole fridge was full of booze. And so, yeah, they had probably at least $60 to $100 worth of alcohol in their fridge, maybe more. So yeah, they gave us a nice 5-star review. So I'm pretty happy about that for Airbnb. So, but no, we wish you safe travels, man. Have a good time. And obviously we'll have you on for the 5th or 6th time, depending on where we're at. But
yeah, thank you guys for having me on. I appreciate it. We're going to wake up tomorrow and the mink is going to be up for grabs again. So it's an exciting time.
Oh, good luck. Gonna have to tee off in a bikini.
Yep. Poor Hump's gonna have to tee off in a bikini. It's gonna be hilarious. I can't wait.
Are you gonna stream that?
For him.
Oh yeah, I'll stream it. It'll be recorded by multiple people, so there'll be different angles.
Yeah.
Different angles.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully it's rated PG in terms of angles.
Yeah, we'll have to have a director's cut, uncensored angle.
Take it down from Instagram because it's not appropriate.
And that's the end of the
sensitive content.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Take care.
See it.